Alright, cool. So, this week I encountered another conversation in that group that I'm part of, and it was an interesting conversation because I see that there's still problems when it comes to terms and definitions and that sort of thing for being gender non-conforming, which is a new term for what I call androgyny. So anyways, first about me, as I've done before. I am a white male, brought up in American middle class, and my gender is male or masculine. My sex is male. My gender presentation, this is the troublesome part, is androgynous. To some, I look like a cross-dresser. To others, I just look freaky. Well, that's because I've got goth mixture to it, I guess. I have extreme makeup and that sort of thing. I've never really given thought to transition. I think I gave transition a thought years and years ago when I was told that I basically couldn't wear stuff that I like to wear because I'm male. As you can see, this is how I dress a lot of the time. A lot of guys wouldn't dare wear what I've got on because, I don't know, maybe they're just scared, or they have no desire to, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The situation is, what I encountered in this group were people who were conflating gender and sex. And I don't blame them, because over the centuries, gender and sex were the same thing. Now, over time, gender has become a definition for cultural influences upon a person's development due to their biological sex. Let's not even get into whether or not there's a biological sex. In my mind, there is. My style is androgynous. I do not try to pass as a woman, despite the fact I'm wearing so-called women's clothes. The thing is, I don't see gender in clothing. I just wear what I like, and frankly, I find stuff sexy or fun. This is fun. This outfit is fun. It's punkish, it's goth, and I think my girlfriend likes it. You'll have to find that out. And there's not one biological reason for me not to wear this. Although I've had people say, by biology, dresses are for girls, pants are for boys, which is absolutely ridiculous. The thing is, I think the term gender is what is the problem. I think a new term needs to be made, and that's going to be really hard to do. There is gender roles and gender expression. Like I said, I'm a male, brought up middle class. I identify as a male. My gender presentation is androgynous. Why do I say I'm not a cross-dresser? That's why. I don't wear forms. I don't try to take on a feminine build. I don't wear hip pads or butt pads or anything like that. All of this is just me. And the thing is, cross-dressers, to my knowledge, dress up to appear, and the goal is to pass as a woman. That's not what I do. And people don't understand. Some people don't understand that. Other people are like, well, yeah, that works. I like that. That sort of thing. The thing is, gender, in those terms, I think causes problems because people immediately think gender biology, and that's the sticking point. There's biological sex, which is determined by chromosomes and all of that stuff, and even that's a fuzzy math, but I'm not getting into it. And there's gender, which is the rules and limits imposed upon somebody due to their biological sex. Some of those rules and limits have a biological reason, such as a woman raises a child. No, that's not right. The woman is the person that bears the child. The man cannot bear the child. The woman does. The man does the caretaking, and should be doing the caretaking in a proper family. In a normal... You see these roadblocks we get into? It's like, okay, Um, in a standard biological shit. Never mind. Basically, women birth the child. The man impregnates a woman so that she may birth a child. That sucks too. Oh God. Okay, the point being, gender as I said, are the rules and limits imposed upon people due to their biological sex. Boys wear blue, girls wear pink. Boys wear pants, girls wear skirts. Here's one. Boys play baseball, and they can play softball. Girls can only play softball. Have you ever noticed that the girl baseball teams are softball? That's all they play. And I remember asking years ago, why was that? And it's like, well, because girls are different. How? It's baseball. It's just baseball with a bigger ball. I have a short time. I'm on a different camera, so I'm kind of rushed. But what I was trying to get at is that gender roles and gender expression are not biological. This skirt has no gender. It is a piece of fabric zipped around my waist. Okay? There's nothing biological that stops me from wearing this. There's nothing that biology that prevents me physically from wearing this. Only thing that's stopping me from being able to wear this openly, and even on the job, is cultural influence. And, you know, in this time where women can wear pants and women can wear basically jeans and all that sort of stuff to work, unless there's a dress code, whereas men are stuck in pants, and if they desire to wear a skirt, they can't. They can't even wear a kilt. It's not fair. Okay? So the other thing is, I keep being asked, why do you make a big deal out of this and all? Why do you put so much energy into this? The reason why is because other people put the energy into their hatred or their bigotry against people like myself or people who are trans, and do everything that they can to make that person's life miserable, up to and including denying employment, denying housing, denying services. And that needs to end. That needs to end. That needed to end a long time ago. One of the things that annoys me is that the homosexual movement got a lot of ground, and they sort of left the trans people behind, even though it was the trans that started the whole movement at the Stonewall. And then, trans is getting good coverage and good publicity and that sort of stuff, but androgyny has sort of been shoved into the background. It's not discussed, or it's taken as just cross-dressing. And I even see people saying, when they're doing androgyny, they're like, I went in drag. No, you didn't. You went in androgyny. Say it. Say you went androgynous. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's more natural than being a trans. Well, it's more natural than being trans. In other words, going through the surgery and hormones and stuff. As an androgynous individual, I'm not going to be doing surgery or hormones or anything like that. And if somebody does, that shouldn't be a big deal. That's the other thing. None of this is a big deal. It doesn't affect people. What affects people is hatred being spewed upon people who are different or live their lives differently. So, anyways, this went a little longer than I thought. I'm hoping my camera held together. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments and talk to me about it. I would like to discuss about this. I think this is something that needs to be more surfaced. Parents, when you see your child has tendencies to do, if he's a boy and he does feminine things, don't automatically assume he's trans. Ask him, do you feel like you're a girl? And ask him what makes him think he feels like a girl. And if it's just a desire to be able to wear nice stuff that in their minds is nice, then let them. And let them identify as androgynous. Let them identify their style as androgynous. If they're male or female, that's biological sex. And that's the other thing. To me, biological sex identifiers are male, female, intersex. And gender identifiers would be masculine, feminine, androgynous. Gender presentation, gender expression, male, masculine, feminine, androgynous. It's not that hard. I don't know why people seem to have a hard time with it. But anyways, that's all I had to say, and I really hope this camera recorded things. I'm going to spin it around and turn it off. Have a good day. Ooh, it's still going. That's awesome. I'm back again. So my video series here is hopefully going to pick up a little bit more, and I hope more people subscribe. And please, be open. Don't be rude, but be open about what you think about the ideas I'm presenting. And I hope you don't think it's Marxist, because androgyny has been around for a long, long, long time. It's just been hidden by Western culture. And as far as I'm concerned, the fact it's been hidden and the fact it's been restricted is actually anti-Western to me. It is actually very anti-freedom. Because, like I said, I'm not hurting anyone doing this. No one is getting hurt. More people, like more girls, more women, in my case, more women are seeing something they like. Because there are a lot of women that do find this attractive. And no, I'm not weak. I work in a heavy industry, and I do a lot of heavy work. So it's not like I'm a Nancy boy or something like that. So anyways, I think that will be the end. I've got to come up with a catchy phrase for the end, because have a nice day is kind of dumb. And anything gothy would just be corny. So, if you have any ideas for that, shoot them. Put them in the comments section below. And thank you for watching this. Have a good day. Oh, geez, there we go.